Three, two, one.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel, Tony and Rachel. This is part 2 of Half Moon K versus Perfect Day at Coco K. I just want to thank everybody for watching our Perfect Day at Coco K video and leaving us comments and suggestions and just telling us things that we didn't know. So Half Moon K is my video today. We're going to go over everything that is free, what's included, what costs extra, and all that good stuff. But first, I just want to take a second to please ask you guys to subscribe to our channel, like my video, leave us a comment. Don't forget to share our videos to help get us out there, help us grow. And don't forget to tap that notification bell so you receive notifications every time we upload.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing.
Alright guys, so we're just going to hop right into this. Half Moon K or Half Moon Key, however you like to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure the correct way is Half Moon Key, but I've heard it said so many different ways. I probably doesn't even matter at this time, just as long as you're there having a great time, right? So Half Moon K is privately owned by Carnival Corporation, and even though it is their private island, Holland America also has cruises that go to that island. You'll never see Holland and Carnival import at the same time, but there may be multiple ships from each of the cruise lines at the same time. So you might see 2 Carnival ships import at the same time, or 2 Holland America ships import at the same time, but never together. So although there is a steep competition from other private cruise islands, Half Moon K is frequently listed as number 1. And this is probably mainly due to the extensive beaches and the soft sand and the diverse activities such as horseback riding. So Half Moon K was formerly known as Little San Salvador Island. It covers 2,400 acres, which is less than 4 square miles, and much of it has been left as a nature preserve with native vegetation for nesting birds and wildlife. So that's kind of cool. At the current time, this is a tender island, which means there is no pier for the ship to dock at, so you will have to get on a tender boat to go to the island. Carnival is in the process of building a pier, which is going to be really nice because as of right now, if the weather doesn't permit, they have to actually skip the island because tendering in when the water is not safe is very unsafe for the passengers and accidents can happen. So once the pier is built, it's going to be a whole lot better for the cruise line and for us as passengers because even if the water is a little bit unsafe, we'll still be able to get off at the port and enjoy our day. Once ashore, you can enjoy the beaches, water sports, swimming, snorkeling. This island has a welcome center with information about excursions, a church where you can get married at, an ice cream parlor, a food pavilion, and restrooms. We're going to go over all of this in this video. You can go shopping at the straw market for local crafts, souvenirs, beachwear, things like that. You can also visit the water sports center, you ride horses on the beach, or you can book a treatment at the Half Moon Salon. For our very young visitors, you can enjoy the Half Moon Lagoon with an aqua park with slides and a pirate ship. You can also book private cabanas, you can have stingray encounters, and there's so many other water-based adventures that you can book ahead of time. It's the perfect beach day with all of the delicious food, cocktails, and fun you'd find on board, but transferred to this beautiful island. So let's dig in. What's free and what costs money? The white sandy beach is free, along with your beach chairs. So you can enjoy the beach all you want, all day long. You can swim, you can suntan, all of that for free. You have access to free beach chairs. But if you want a little bit of shade from an umbrella, that's going to cost you a little bit of extra money. The umbrellas are for rent for an extra fee. You can find those at the dive shack, and you can use your sell on sign card to purchase those. So unless it's like outside, unless they're not affiliated with the cruise ship, you can use your sell and sign card on the island. There are servers walking the island to make sure that you stay hydrated with your drinks. The only thing is on Half Moon K, with Carnival, your drinks are not included. You cannot use your drink package on Half Moon K, even though it's their own private island. Now, if you go to the island on Holland America, they have a separate drink package from the cruise ship that you can purchase just while you're on the island. And I want to say that I saw that it was like $20 for the package. And that's just while you're at Half Moon K. You can go snorkeling for free. Just as long as you bring your own snorkeling gear, it's free. Or you can rent it. You can rent snorkeling gear so you can go snorkeling. It's $24.99 for an adult and $14.99 for a kid. And then there's horseback riding for a fee. It's a tour led by a professional and offers the island's best views. You'll even ride to the very highest point on the island. And then back at the barn, you'll swap out your saddles where you head down to the Bahamian waters and you'll trot through there. Now that can be canceled at the very last minute. It just depends on the weather and how the water is. The horses can't go in the water if it's unsafe for them. And through Carnival, this roughly will run you about $104.99. Also, don't forget to take a photo in front of the signature Half Moon Cay sign located at the I Wish I Could Stay Here Forever bar. I'm sure that you guys have all seen it. Everybody takes a picture there, so don't forget to take yours. You can rent a clamshell on the beach if you want to have a beach day, but the sun is just a little too much. You can rent a clamshell, but make sure that you get there rather quickly because they sell out fast. It's one of the cheapest things that you can probably rent as far as those kind of things go. It's only $30 and it comes with 2 chairs. So make sure if you want a clamshell that you rent it as soon as you can, otherwise they'll sell out and you'll miss out on it. You can relax in a cabana. There are these colorful little buildings that sit right on the beach, and you can rent it for the whole day. They include snacks, water and soda, a table and loungers, a refrigerator, an air conditioner, misting outdoor showers. They have floating mats and snorkel gear. Cabanas can accommodate 4 people at a base price, but up to 6 can be accommodated for an extra fee. Half Moon Cay has about 15 total cabanas, and they rent for $449.99. So if you split that up between 4 people, it's like $110, $115 a piece, which isn't bad really if you consider like all of how much the excursions cost normally. You can also chill in a beach villa. And now these things are kind of cool. They're 2-story villas. They include an enclosed hot tub, snorkel gear, fully functioning bathrooms, ceiling fans, a table upstairs with snacks and a refrigerator. I also read that they'll have water and sodas, an air conditioner. The perks depend on the cruise line. However, Holland America offers more amenities than Carnival does, but the villas can hold up to 8 guests, and it's $649.99. So with 8 guests, that's less than $100 a piece, which isn't bad. And then you have the opportunity of renting a private oasis. You can rent the private oasis for you and your friends and be catered to all day long. It includes your own bar, your own chef to cook you like these amazing meals. You have a lifeguard, bathrooms, showers, loungers, day beds, and a giant hot tub that fits up to 5 people. So it will hold up to 12 people, which will easily offset the price. You can have up to 24 people, but it will cost you an additional fee. And the price for that is $1,699.99. So if you split that in between 12 people, you know, it's kind of a good deal there. And you can also rent a kayak around the island and paddle through Bonefish Lagoon. Just kayak all the way around and just at your own leisure and have a great old time. It's $29.99 a person. Also, the island has basketball hoops. So if you want to shoot some hoops and play some basketball, they also have that, which is free of charge. A must-see that I've also seen a lot of people say is that you need to visit the Bacardi pirate ship. You can first spot the iconic figure when the ship anchors off the coast. The Captain Morgan's bar, or better known as just the pirate ship. It's a must visit even if you don't get a drink, and make sure that you go all the way to the top. It's 3 stories. The first 2 are part of the bar, but go all the way to the top for your views of the beach and amazing photo opportunities. And also that's where the DJ is at playing the music. You can also take a jet ski guided tour. It's called the Aqua Taxi Watercraft around the island. You must be 16 years old and also have a valid driver's license. And this is also if the weather is permitted. It's $94.99 a person, and it is a guided tour. So the straw market is not affiliated with the cruise ship, so they do take cash. You'll find all your straw hats, your jewelry, your shot glasses, t-shirts, bags, all that kind of stuff that you'd like to buy to take home as souvenirs. So don't forget your cash when you go to the straw market. You can have barbecue lunch. The beach barbecue with hot dogs is at the pavilion. Hamburgers, ribs, and jerk chicken. They also have fresh fruit, corn, coleslaw, desserts, and a drink station. They're usually open from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it's absolutely free. If you feel like you don't want to eat at the buffet, you can always wait and eat back on the cruise ship, or you can eat at the Lobster Shack. They serve things like fresh grilled lobster, Caribbean coconut beans and rice, rum butter glaze and pineapple. Oh, that sounds delicious. They sell conch and seafood chowder, lobster rolls, seafood chowder and lobster, seafood chowder and lobster rolls. Just a combination of different things. And the little picture that I posted has the prices on there. If you like to try island food, this is probably one of the places to try for sure. You can go bird watching. The Bahamas is home to 47 different types of birds, but Half Moon Cay is no exception. There's a map of the island when you arrive, and it shows you all of the nature trails that you can take, so you can choose where you want to go bird watching at, and that's absolutely free. You can just wander around on the nature trails and check things out. You can splash with your kids at the island splash pad and playground. It's for the little ones. It's accessible at the first part of the beach. It has little slides, water toys, along with a giant pirate ship. You can rent a catamaran. If you know how to operate a sailboat or have prior sailing experience, you can rent a little Hobie catamaran sailboat. All sailboats have a capacity of 4 people and are available on a per hour basis. It's $49.99 per person. So for an hour, $49.99 on your own little sailboat. That sounds like fun, actually. You can take an island bike tour. You can take a guided bike tour from the Sports Rental Center along Half Moon Beach to Bonefish Lagoon. The guide you to historical locations and tell you about the history, and that's only $19.99 per person. You can swim with the stingrays in Stingray Cove. At Stingray Cove, you'll learn about their behaviors, their habits, how they feed, and their breeding. These are of all the southern stingrays that find Half Moon Cay to be their home. Guests will have snorkeling gear and they'll wade in the water with a guided tour to touch the stingray's wings and have the opportunity to feed them. This is $44.99 per person. These are all excursions through Carnival themselves because this is their private island. So I just got the prices for their excursions. So you can go deep sea fishing on a 28-foot fishing vessel and head out into the open waters to try your luck at catching some of the most popular fish in the Bahamas, including the wahoo, I hope I said that right, the grouper, the snapper, the barracuda, and the mahi-mahi. It's strictly for sport, so it's just catch and release. And I couldn't find a price on this, but the whole trip is about 2 hours with an hour and a half of actual fishing. You can take a little cruise on the Eco Lagoon cruise if you don't want to kayak around or whatever and you want to take a guided tour. You can board a guided boat that gives you a complete rundown of the history, the wildlife, and the natural wonders of Half Moon Cay. A glass bottom boat is also used, allowing you to see exactly what's underneath the lagoon. So that sounds pretty cool. It's $39.99 for an adult and $29.99 for a child. Parasailing. If you aren't afraid of heights and you're not faint at heart, you should try parasailing. I also couldn't find a price on this, even though I looked, but I did get a little bit of information on it. So you'll soar 450 feet above the island, which is higher than the cruise ship. That's really cool. I don't know if I could do that. I'm terrified of heights, but if you would like to try parasailing, Half Moon Cay offers it. You can go paddleboarding, stand-up paddleboarding through Bohemian waters. These are per hour rentals of paddles and paddleboards, and you can rent them from the island hut for $39.99 per person. You can also rent a water bike. Pedal on top of the water. This is by hour rentals and must be kept in the boundary area. It's $39.99 per bike, and each bike holds up to 2 people. Let's do a recap. So the free things to do at Half Moon Cay: you can access the beach all day long, along with beach chairs. The kids have a free small water pad with a pirate ship that they can play on, a free buffet. You can snorkel for free if you have your own gear. And you can take scenic walks and bird watch. Everything else, it seems like, costs money because it is an excursion. So let's see. Oh, and your drink package doesn't work on the island. So let's see. Let's compare these. Half Moon Cay versus Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Well, to me, Half Moon Cay really doesn't have a whole lot. It's kind of like a chill day with food, but chill beach day unless you take an excursion. Perfect Day at Coco Cay. It just seems like they had so much more to do. Even though the thrill water park cost extra money, they had another water park for the kids. They have swimming pools. They have numerous places where you can eat food. It just seems like a better deal to go to Royal Caribbean's private island, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Don't get me wrong, I love Carnival, but it's probably time that they look into revamping up their island. I'm sure it's very beautiful, but it just seems to me like they would just need a little bit more to do. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, share my videos, and tap that bell if you want to get notifications. Until next time, see you guys soon. Bye.
Oh